EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield.
From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Penix going to throw right away. Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Penn State. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick 6 and an early touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
I can tell you firsthand as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack, hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
Quickly to the forward Buckeye, Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Play action. It's Penix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Colts have got it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. Give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 30 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Richardson. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver.
Oh, a loose football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun. Richardson. This one taken in by Chenault. He is in. LaVista Chenault. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That touchdown #1 for him on the year.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
The kick is good. Next the score, Colts 13, Seahawks nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll give it to Charbonnet. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. We'll go play action now with Penix. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Downs goes in motion. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Richardson to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he'll take this forward only to about the 46-yard line.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Colts out to the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down. Looking to throw, Richardson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
So, on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They send him right out of the slot. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Richardson going to look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. To throw, it's Richardson. He'll get that one to Taylor. Complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. They'll toss this right side to Taylor. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. Now it's McManus for the point after. Oh, he missed another one. Another missed extra point. 2 thus far tonight. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. Oh, yeah. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's Penix. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. That is caught! And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. Wow, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Charbonnet going to try to pull his way in. And he will power his way into the end zone. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seahawks. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely. I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a 1-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Richardson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss. Understand when the clock breaks down. Move it. Cut your losses. Not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Crazy. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Charbonnet. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to Seattle after this. 3rd down, 3 to go. They'll throw. It's Penix. They'll set up the screen to Charbonnet. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a 1st down. Throwing is Penix. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
On 1st down, it's Penix. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Penix gonna throw again. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Outright, Smith and Jigba has it. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. They'll run here, and it's Charbonnet. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic. There hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story.
Now Penix to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. That's the linebacker, Zaire Franklin.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
First and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and a yard. Throwing, Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
A huge play just before the half. 35 yards. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This will be a 46-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And their lead will stay right where it is.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Here's Penix. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's first and 10. He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. From the gun, Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Colts about set to punt. And he's going to be brought down after a short return And that's where his team will get possession of the football. On first down, they'll start with Charbonnet. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Give to Charbonnet. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. From the gun on third down. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6, but to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Looking to throw. It's Penix. In trouble, and down he goes.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
On second down, here's Penix. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Chris Barnes. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At this point,